Welcome back. It's that time of the week. We go inside the huddle, and we're going to ask Thad some questions. The Bills coming off a big primetime win against the Jets, hoping to take another one this weekend. But that wasn't even the biggest headline. Before we go through all the questions that we have for Thad, we're going to check things out over at Orchard Park. So give us the gist of what's going on out there, Thad.
From Cleveland to Buffalo last night, and Cooper said it felt like a long drive to the first day of school. Cooper said that he felt reinvigorated by the trade, motivated coming from a 1-5 team to the 4-2 Buffalo Bills. All the players I talked to today said they were excited to have Cooper in the house, excited to see what he can do on the field, and also to pick his brain as a veteran who's been in the league for a while. Josh Allen was asked if Cooper can help the offense. Allen said absolutely, and kind of looked at the question asker and said, "It's Amari Cooper. Of course he's going to help." So everything is on the up and up, and excitement for sure here in Orchard Park. Adam?
All right, on that note, you know, the one thing is, like, it's amazing to get a great wide receiver like this, but they've got to learn, I'm sure, the schemes, all that stuff. How long will it take for Cooper to get acclimated here?
You know, as it turns out, it might take longer than you'd expect. Brandon Beane said that receiver is probably the toughest position to onboard in the middle of the season. There's so much terminology and checks and things you've got to learn between you and the quarterback, not just pass patterns. It also is on the other receivers in the room to figure out how their roles will adjust with a new big number one in the receiver on this team. So it might be a little while. Now, Sean McDermott said officially he's not sure if Cooper will play. Apparently, Brandon Beane on the Pat McAfee show said that Cooper would play a little bit this weekend. Cooper's a pretty smart, cerebral guy, so if anybody can do it, it is Amari Cooper.
All right, we have a question from X-user Matthew Drucker. Is the Amari Cooper trade the only one the Bills are expected to make?
Yeah, this is a fantastic question. I think the Bills will continue to look. Brandon Beane said he's always looking. The problem is the Bills don't have a whole lot of cap room. Why this Cooper deal worked is because he's only going to cost about $800,000 the rest of the year. No matter who the Bills want to trade for, it's going to have to be someone who is on a very small salary and is available immediately. I think that shortens the list of guys who it could happen with, but it's not out of the question.
Only $800,000. The X-user Jim Dubs also has a question. Is there a contract extension coming for Cooper, who is a free agent after this year?
Very unusual for the Bills to add a player who's only got this year left on his contract. Brandon Beane said that for now they're going to let the contract play out. No plans to sign any extension at this point. Obviously, if it works out and everything goes great and Cooper's a very good player here, the Bills are still going to need a number one receiver likely next year. So if Cooper works, I think there's a good chance he stays. But for now, he's going to be a free agent when we get to March.
All right. Thad, thank you so much, especially after taking a tour of New York State, going to see the Jets play in New Jersey and then coming back, heading to Buffalo. So thank you, as always, for answering our very pressing questions. Thad Brown live in Orchard Park for us.